this video because I usually train typical cycle where I go, you know, about four trainings during a week, and I train 4+1 when I'm getting ready for the show, when I'm dieting. But when I'm off season, I'm training also 4 weeks out, but I'm not doing 4+1. I do 1+1, and you know, sometimes when I feel like I got a lot of energy and everything, you could see what I do. It's so-called cycle training. So I basically do the entire body in rotation. So you know, I switch from the arms to the legs and back and forth. So I just realized that I got kind of energy and everything. So I was just trying to burn some extra glycogen. This is not typical, but sometimes I do these. I was decided to do some video and some exposure for RX muscles. So I decided to do this type of training. It just came as is. So sorry that I wasn't doing anything typical, like some chest or arms or shoulders. I just hit my whole body. So you guys should see it. Let me talk about a little bit myself. Some of you might know me. Appreciate really fans and some emails that I'm getting. Positive feedback on my Facebook page. I was very successful amateur. I won European titles. I won a world championship. And my last show was basically Arnold Classic, where I took first and overall 2012. I was competing as a heavy, and that basically gave me a right to turn pro and earn my pro card. I was waiting with my debut, and I knew I have to gain some size. Obviously, I was somewhere around 215 pounds, and I knew, that I want to compete open. I was decided to do the open for sure. I wasn't going to compete 212. So for that reason, I had to take a longer off season, and started getting some size, getting some weight up. So basically, right now, what you're looking at, it's about 231, 232, and that's 2.5 weeks out. So my plan is to be around, give it or take. I should hit the scale around 225, because there is not much fat to burn. There is obviously just some game plan with the water, so drying out process coming, and I don't do anything drastic at the end of the, right before the show, like some guys doing, some tweaks and tricks. I don't do that, I just go, basically, like I said, I'm just dropping water. I don't do anything crazy, no crazy or carving, even though I'm not carb sensitive. As a matter of fact, I have to eat a lot of carbs. Speaking of my diet, I eat a lot of, huge amount of rice mostly. Right now I eat some dry food, some fresh fruit too, some dried and fresh fruit, for the reason that gives me some extra energy from the carbohydrates. Some people think it's not really, good idea, but being competitive at bodybuilder and successful competitive amateur bodybuilder for close to 20 years, it works for me, so that's my source of carbs. My source of protein is, all year round I eat some, trying to eat healthy. Once in a while I got cheat meals, but the sources are mostly, chicken breast, egg whites, and some turkey. But most of the time I switched to, last couple of years, I switched to lean beef. That gives me some extra energy and stamina for workouts, and I just feel the muscles are more filled up from a beef, and I don't feel that hungry after those, plain chicken breast or fish. So I'm really basically dieting right now on just a simple meals, like I said, rice, lean beef. Once in a while I throw some fruit for some extra sugar, and that basically is pretty much it. The only difference is that, some of the guys lowering their carbs all the way down to 50 grams a day, 100 grams a day, sometimes even 0. I don't do that. I don't completely wipe out my glycogen from the muscles, because it just doesn't work for me. The next day I wake up and I'm about 2-3 pounds. It's in God's and judges' hands, which call out I'm going to be in, Hopefully, I'm not going to do any predictions, I'm humble. I just hope for the best placing, and hope my debut just gonna kick me further, and it's gonna motivate me. RX fans, please look out there for me. So we're going to see each other in about a week from now. I'm traveling to Chicago a little early, couple of days earlier, probably next week sometime Tuesday. I should be in Chicago just to get ready. I'll be probably jet lagged from and then all that stuff, just to getting ready for the time change. So just please keep your fingers crossed for me for my best placing, and I want to say I just appreciate it for support of my sponsors and fans and family. Thank you so much, guys.